Hey guys, Heidi Huss here. Today I want to talk about notice of default. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a letter that you get from your bank after you are 3 months past due on your mortgage. That notice of default letter can be scary because it talks about foreclosure, a full reinstatement. Banks will give you the amount that you're past due. There's those late fees on there, and this is where things start getting real. And the reason why is because that notice of default letter it'll expire in 30 days. Once that notice of default letter expires and there's no working out, you haven't made a payment, and you've done nothing, then the bank has every right to go ahead and pursue and send that file over to an attorney for foreclosure proceedings. In the state of Utah, foreclosure actually happens pretty fast than other states, and sometimes it's really hard to get that home out of foreclosure, especially if you have a mortgage company that hasn't been in the game for a long time, or a servicing company to do certain programs and things like that. So that notice of default letter, you definitely have to pay attention to. When you receive that letter, immediately call the bank and try to avoid the foreclosure proceedings, because after that 30 days and they send it over to an attorney for legal action, you're not able to make a payment anymore. And so every month that goes by, then that's when your account becomes further and further past due, and then it just takes more and more for you to bring the account current. It just puts you in a bad spot, and sometimes it's really hard to get it back out of foreclosure unless you list your property. And even with the modifications, things like that, which I kind of say in all my videos, and I'll do a video on a modification, but they have workout plans. You just have to call the bank and let them know what's going on. And if things don't make sense, keep on asking questions. But a notice of default letter is something not to ignore, and do not let it expire. Once you receive it, act on it, because 30 days can go by super fast.